I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Panthers going up against the Vikings. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. So we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Bridgewater on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. The starter's now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's third down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, Bridgewater. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So on fourth down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn. Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. This is Jonathan Stewart, and he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down. That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game. Hoyer, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Tremendous coverage there, just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense. Now Hoyer. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down. Yeah, and it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. Here's Hoyer. And Rudolph has it left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Pass complete, but no gain. No yards. Yeah. So you file that as unsuccessful. Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball. Get a completion. You get a catch. Yeah. But still, no yardage. Okay. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that brings up 4th down. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out. Check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the Panthers coming out now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum. And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit. See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. the 50, Newton. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got Kurz. 15 yards there for number 15.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Vikings a first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers.
And I think the ball's out. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Hoyer looks to push it himself. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because they're...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brian Hoyer taking it in. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Stewart is the lone setback. He's going to get the football. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Stewart on first down. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Watching that party! No. Check, Patrick! Here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete out right to Kurz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hoyer looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camp,